So what does it take? There's that very, very pretty brochure that says comp plan on the front. It's very pretty, but maybe not the easiest to understand. Who understands everything in the comp plan? Of course, Chris would be the one. I'm with you, Chris. So here's what I want you to understand is that we have weekly income and we have monthly income. The Give 50, Get 50 program is a powerful customer tool. Give 50, Get 50 is going to allow your customers to afford to stay in this lifestyle. And it's going to be for your getting started business people. We want to get them paid right away. We want you to have money in your hands right away. How's that sound? Good. So anybody can give away a gift card and get somebody started on a transformation. We want, how many of you have gotten paid at least $50 from the company? Right? How many have gotten paid at least $1,000? Over the course of your entire Purium career? How many of you have made at least $5,000 over the course of your Purium career? 10,000? 15,000? 20,000? 50,000? The rest of them are six-figure income earners, just to let you know. So it's our mission to help hundreds and thousands of people make $500 to $1,000. A year and a half ago, we were set on proving that the product worked. Is there a question? Nope. There's none. There's absolutely no question that the product works. And we proved time and time again, people can lose 5 to 20 pounds in just 10 days. Amazing. Now we're out to prove that the business model works and that the system works. We're out to show that people can make $500 to $1,000 a month. And it's enough to change someone's life. Because think about what that money actually means. You know, we talk about money, it doesn't make that much sense until you start saying millions, right? They're like, okay, you have my attention. But when you can really bring it down to even $500, that's somebody's car payment, they can get to work. That somebody's sending their kid to preschool, getting a sitter when they need it. It's the repairs that are needed for the unexpected that come up. People are struggling every single day. Are we ready to help them?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so here's what we want to do. We want to give them that program, Give 50, Get 50. Afford to get your products every month. Get your products paid for. Give 50, Get 50. At least be able to afford to eat clean. That's the basic minimum we want for everybody. And yet, you can get more significant income from those promoter packs. The most popular packs that we have, the one that makes the most sense for most everybody, is going to be a platinum pack. That platinum pack, again, is going to give you enough products, not just for your 10-day transformation, but to go on into lifestyle, which is, of course, the most important part. That's what we want for everybody. So there are some short-term bonuses that you can achieve. This is what I love about our compensation plan, is that we get rewarded for helping others. It's built right into the compensation plan. So I want to make sure that you know about these bonuses, that when you hit a rank for the first time, consultant, director, executive, you're going to get a one-time rank advancement bonus of $50, $100, and $200. That's pretty significant for sharing at that level to get that kind of money. But what also happens is that as someone building an empire, the people that are directly enrolled to you, when you help them reach consultant for the first time, help them reach director, help them reach executive for the first time, you're going to get a matching bonus as long as you're at or above their rank level. So when they hit consultant, you're going to get $50 too. When they hit executive, you're going to get $200 too. Can we say thank you, Dave Sandoval?
Thank you, Dave Sandoval.
Right. So there also is a diamond bonus available right now. It's not a forever part of the standard comp plan, but you can earn $500 when you reach diamond for the first time. There's huge incentives when you reach that diamond level. Diamond gives you that $500 bonus, but it also gives you, every time you hit diamond on an ongoing basis, you get a $300 lifestyle bonus. And again, I want to say thank you, Dave and Amy, because they give us cash and we can do whatever we want with it. We don't have a car bonus where you either get the car or you don't get the bonus. We have the freedom to do whatever we want, even though I did decide to get a BMW. That was my choice. So you also get a percentage, a portion portion of 1% of all North American sales. Once you hit that diamond level, you can start to earn those kind of bonuses. Now, here's something important is that you have a paid as rank every month. So you're gonna have a rank that you're gonna be called that you're never gonna lose. Once you're a diamond, you're always a diamond, and yet every month, you're gonna have a paid as rank. So every month you're paid as a diamond, you'll get those bonuses, which is really nice. So you can earn all the way down to 9 levels. You can unlock down to 9 levels. And I really want to put in your mind what your intention is. It's not just to make money today. I don't want you to have a job with Purium. And if you're out there selling packs and you're just an enrollment machine and there's no duplication, what you have is literally a job. What we want to create, these are my favorite words, solid residual income. Who's with me? So it starts with this, helping people get this. Give 50, get 50. That's not where the money is. Advancing your team sales. Having an organization. We have a unilevel to infinity. You can sponsor as many people as you want. And all of your legs start from one person that you enroll and go down. So when you start looking at advancing through the different ranks, when you become consultant, you need at least 2 separate legs that have at least 1,000 points altogether. This is where you start to really understand that you really have a team to work on this together. Who says like, wow, 15,000 points is a lot to get to? Does anyone feel like that? Yeah, I remember feeling like that too, saying, how am I gonna find 15,000 points? And then it became easy when I started to see that it was 2 people that I was helping get to executive and 1 person get to director. Does that make it a little more manageable? I'm gonna help somebody. And as a team, we're gonna get those points together. It's not something that we have to do alone. And just perspective-wise, I remember thinking back when I had my first 15,000 point day.
Wow.
Day.
Wow.
And that's what happens when you have duplication. That's the power of this business. And I will share a little tidbit with you that some of the people that we're looking for, I'm looking for some women entrepreneurs that want to make a ton of money. That's what I always like to tell the guys, right? They're like, oh, what about me? I'm looking for some women entrepreneurs who want to make a ton of money. And those people who are successful, they got there from their own efforts. That's the hardest part because like attracts like, and we have some amazing people in this room. If we were to go around and talk about everybody's background and what they've achieved in their lives and who they are, and we have people who are just so amazing, who have accomplished so much in their lifetime, and it's the most challenging part of being in this business. Because these people have worked, all of you have worked so hard to get where you're at on your own efforts. You put yourself through school, you did the hard work to work your way through the ranks in your company, to be well respected, and you've had to do it on your own effort. And now, if you want to let go of the reins, if you want to retire, if you want residual income, it's learning to let the process take over and have the process be less about who we are and what we do and what I'm capable of, because what I'm capable of, is everybody capable of that? That's what you have to ask yourself. And if it's not, how do we help 1 million people do what we do? We keep it simple. We all follow the same system. And when I can show the everyday person that hasn't been that ambitious before, that wasn't driven before, that didn't accomplish everything they wanted to yet, if I show them, it's as simple as this. You don't have to be as smart as this person. You don't have to be as driven as this person. All you have to do is plug in, follow the system. And we show everybody how to do that. That's how we can have 70 people get a massage. Follow the system is the most important thing, but the most challenging for those who are already successful. So just keep that in mind too. Here are some bonuses. Again, that was the part where they win, you win too. We help our people achieve their ranks. We achieve our ranks. They get bonus, we get bonus. That $500 bonus for Diamond is going to help you get your airfare to get you to California to spend time with Dave and Amy, see our factory, and get some training from them. How does that sound? When you get there, they're going to host you. They're gonna host you for your food, for your entertainment, for your training. Everything on the trip is paid for except your airfare. So that's why the bonus is there, is to help you get there. Every single person in this room is capable of getting to the Diamond trip in April. March is the month to qualify. If you qualify Diamond in March, not only do you get the $500 bonus, the $300 lifestyle bonus, the additional money for the portion of the 1% of all North American sales that you get, plus of course all the packs you sold, and all the other payouts that you get, but you get to go on that first trip, and it's not that high of a level to actually be getting a trip. So I think that's pretty awesome. David, Amy, thanks again. So this very, very pretty chart has a lot of numbers and a lot of levels, and really what you want to pay attention to as a newer person is the top 3 lines. Okay, so the first 5 basic ranks, A, B, C, D, E, associate, builder, consultant, director, executive. You really start having a true rank when you get to consultant. Consultant's the first rank that we bonus you at. And so how you read this chart is that to be active in our pay plan, you have to have a monthly order of at least 50 points. You have to have a 50-point order to be eligible to give 50, get 50. Okay, so that's something important. Once you get to Diamond, you need to have 100 points personal order. Once you get to Crown, you need 200 points. Personally enrolled, those are the frontline people that you sponsor directly. So it goes from 1 as a builder, again, that's not like our first true rank. When you get to consultant, you need 2 people, you're starting to form a team, 3 people for director, 4 for executive, 6 for the Diamond ranks, 12 for the Crown ranks. So can you start to see how amazing that is? You only need, technically in the pay plan, to have 12 people directly sponsored to you. You could have one leg that has 15,000 people. You could have another leg that has 1. So when you have those 12 people, that can really grow exponentially. And just to give you an idea, most people have active, really truly active legs of probably in the 20s, the ones who are making 6-figure incomes. So it doesn't sound like that much when you start to break it down. And then, of course, your group volume is what's important. Now, your points do expire at the end of the month. So we are going to have 1 week left after today's training. You have 1 week to make amazing things happen. And what I want to tell you is that after the regional event 1 month ago, we had people rank, double rank, and triple rank in the last week of the month. That's what's possible. Whenever we can prove the concept, we know we can do it, we can make it happen, right? So that's what's possible, is getting people to at least consultant. Your people who bought platinum packs, party packs, or launch packs as they are now, absolutely don't let them miss this month without reaching consultant. If you can put that money in their pocket and help them rank this month, their likelihood of ranking next month is tremendously higher. If they don't make it this month, the chances of them doing anything next month are pretty slim. So help your people get paid immediately. And then it's 1,000 points for consultant, 2,500 for director, and 6,000 for executive. To be a diamond, your skill is to help create consultants, directors, and executives over and over again. Is you're just helping to create consultants, directors, executives. That's the skill of a diamond. So help your newest people achieve their rank, and that's how you're going to start. You help enough people get what they want, and we get what we want. Here's the lifestyle bonuses, again, starting at diamond, $300 a month, all the way up to $10,000 a month in a bonus for a 5-star crown. The bonuses are significant. What I would tell you is that it's great to know some components of the pay plan. What you really need to know, though, is about advancing through the ranks. Not so much about the compensation plan and the numbers and the 5% and what I'm getting on that person. And so if that person enrolls somebody, how much money am I getting? You're building an empire. So each person matters. The bigger picture is what we're looking at, because that's where you're really going to get paid. That's where everything comes together in one pot to give you significant income. And we're going to look at that chart too. So let's talk about going diamond, and let's talk about going beyond diamond. here's what's important. On all that pay plan stuff, this is the chart I want to have at my fingertips. This is the chart you want to have a picture of in your phone. This is the chart that you want to go to and decide, where do I need to be in this chart? Okay? So this is the monthly average earnings between January 2014 and June 2014. So, for example, the chart is a little outdated because that was a specific period in time. At that time, 4-star Crown, the high during that period was $38,000, when we know that Geraldine and Arna have broken a $40,000 month. So we know that these numbers are a little outdated, but we can still use them as a pretty decent guideline, right? So I would say that for many people, this blue diamond rank is probably where you want to set your first true sights if you're looking at replacing some income. So the average earnings of a blue diamond were $5,405. The high was $7,082. Is that a pretty good start? Not too exciting, I know. $7,000. It's okay. Of course, it does jump up significantly. When you get to Crown, the average earnings were $14,000 a month with a high of $19,000 a month. Does that sound a little better?
Yeah.
Still not too excited yet, okay. I can tell you that for me personally, what this has meant to me has just been tremendous. Some of you may have heard my story. I was married to the man that I was going to spend the rest of my life with until we were getting divorced 18 years later. And I got every single debt that we accumulated. We were kids when we got married, essentially, right? And kids do dumb stuff. So we did a lot of dumb stuff, and I got all of it, including the house, which was now at the peak of the crash of the market. So I was upside down over $200,000 on the house, but I was a mortgage banker, so if I wanted to stay in my profession, I needed to keep my house. If I wanted to keep my job, I needed to keep my house. And so I struggled as a single woman in Hawaii, always looking for the next deal. As a mortgage banker, that's what you gotta do, it's a grind. You're always looking for that next deal to close, to make ends meet, to take care of the debt, which I knew, without a doubt, that I would have that debt for the rest of my life. Do you ever feel like that? There's no end to the tunnel. You're just gonna have to live with it, suck it up, and just deal with it. And that's how I felt. And then my best friend Brandy came along, and when she told me, I'm doing this thing, I didn't even know the name of it, okay? I'm doing this thing, do it with me. It's a cleanse, people lose 5 to 20 pounds, it's 10 days, there's $50 gift cards involved. It's like, well, here's my credit card, whatever. Not understanding, but as soon as she showed me the business model and the business plan and the compensation, I was in. I understood the power of residual income. I understood the power of being able to put down such a small investment, get products for my investment, and be able to launch a business. And I had seen other entrepreneurs spend 6 figures to open a franchise only to become a minimum wage income earner at their own business. That was a sad existence. So I'm happy to say that I stopped doing mortgages when I started making $20,000 a month. Not only that, but my consumer debt is all taken care of, and I was so happy to pick up my brand new BMW. It's one of those cars, I think when we're growing up or in our younger years, it's like, when I'm driving a BMW, I think I'll be successful, And I look back at that now, and it's funny how our perspective changes over time. And my best friend was driving a BMW, and I drove her BMW, and it was kind of nice, and it was fun. And, I wasn't looking for a car, but I was half watching the Super Bowl, not really, and surfing the internet, and, some things came up, and I saw it, and I just thought of sending an inquiry to the car dealership, and they called me back on Monday. They brought me a car to test drive to my house on Tuesday, and Wednesday morning I was picking it up. That's actually what I was dreaming of, not the car. It's the ability to do something like that. That was so amazing. And then of course Brandy had to up me one and get one for her mom, but whatever. She was just salty because I said mine was newer than hers because she said she had hers first. So, that's why we love to do this business with our friends, right? So take a look at this chart. Figure out where you need to be to make life happen for you. A true life happen for you, not just to get by, but where do you want to be? First, figure out where do I need to be. If you know you're building an empire, you know that this is what you want your full-time career to be. Where do you need to be to get out of what you have now? And many of you have more than one job. So figure out, if I were to get rid of that one job, I can do that when I get there. I'm the last person to say, when you get there, quit your job. That's where you want to set your sights on, to be consistent before you make any move. And of course, you want to give yourself cushion. And of course, like we have experts in our audience, Michael Hall, you want to consult a tax advisor and make sure you run your business as a business, because you are the CEO of your own business, and all of the benefits come with that. The write-offs, the expenses, and all of those things, but the responsibility also comes with all of that too. So please know what it is that you're getting into. Here's what it is. It's as easy as 5 and 3. So when you go public, you're going to find your loyal customers. That's the people we're going to have in the Purium Lifestyle Club. And then we're going to find 3 promoters, 3 people we're going to lock arms with and do this together, build this empire together, change our lives together. You're going to find those partners. So when you help your customers give out their $50 gift cards, they can earn $250 just from that. That's enough to help them pay for their products. Again, I consider that the customer program. And then of course you have your 3 partners, and when you're doing platinum packs with them, that's $150 each. So you're gonna get $450 from that. But here's how you start looking at the organization, right? The star in the middle is you. And when you have your 5 customers at the top, right, you have your $50 each, you have your 130 points for each of those packs, you have the platinum pack that your customer's coming in with to start with as the seed, right? So they're starting off with 400 points. We want to take advantage of that. And then once you add 3 other people who see the same thing that pick up platinum packs, it's $150 each. So that's $700 really quickly that we can help somebody make. Is that enough to spark somebody's interest?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what's going to fuel their fire to take another look and to realize, like Lydia did, like, I'm in a business? Like, what? What's happening? Like, I'm getting money. Like, I'm just giving away what she thought were coupons. And then all of a sudden, she's making an income and impacting other people's lives. So it's enough money to put in someone's pocket to have them take another look. Now here's how you build a diamond. We just talked about this. If you help 3 people become consultants, you're automatically going to become a director. You actually will surpass the points that you need. Director's 2,500 points. You help 3 people become consultant, you're automatically going to have 3,000 points right there. If you now help those people advance to director, you have 3 directors, it's going to automatically make you an executive. You're going to have more points than you need. And again, diamond, you help those 3 people. Even if you help 2 of them reach executive and one only reaches director, you're so close already, but this is going to put you over the mark. Help 3 people become executive. Those 3 partners that you help get started, help them get to executive, you're automatically going to be a diamond. And what I really want you to think about is not just becoming diamond, not just going to Diamond Club, but about bringing people with you to that diamond trip. So here's some tips. Again, this is your own business. You're the CEO of this company. Are you going to miss a business meeting? No. When your boss calls and tells you we're having an all-staff meeting, do you say, oh, but, I think that Saturday I really want to sleep in? Or, somebody, it's my birthday. Do you not go to work when it's your birthday? Just checking. So, plugging into everything that's available, this is your business. And then you want to focus on income-producing activities, IPAs, income-producing activities. What does that mean exactly? So, income-producing, is that organizing your office?
No.
Is that labeling all of your brochures to give out? These things take time, right? And the big time sucker, which is a useful tool and yet can be our biggest time sucker, is Facebook, right? Reading everybody's posts, commenting, even my favorite, green light trolling, checking to see who's on there. We could do it for hours and hours and hours. And are we creating income? Exactly. So here's what we want to focus in on doing is getting people to healthy happy hours, getting to the Crown universities, getting to regional events, getting to the national event, and to any other social event. Are these income producing, however?
Yes.
This is the glue that we need, but it's not going to produce us income. This is the community that we create, but it's not going to create the income. These are income producing activities. Whenever your BV, your business volume goes up, that's an income producing activity. So it's enrollments, it's exposures, it's healthy happy hours, it's presentations and three-way calls. It's following up with customers and helping them order more products. Whenever your BV is going up, that is an income producing activity. That's gonna put literal dollars in your pocket. Those are the only things considered income producing. Can you give me at least 10 income producing hours a week? That's gonna be the minimum to make a significant income. So that's the number I want you to write down. 10 IPAs, 10 income producing activity hours a week. Here's what you can do for your healthy happy hours. You want to book a series of at least 4, and you're either going to launch or relaunch your business. Now we have the ones that you're going to book yourself, that you're going to have with your team or in your home every week, and then you're going to plug into the bigger ones, the Prosper Live events, which we're having every Thursday. We have made a dedication as a Crown team to help those who want to make it to Diamond get there. We're holding these events. We put up the expenses for rooms like these so that you can bring people in, so that you can have them get the information they need to be inspired enough to afford it, so that they join your team and you make it to Diamond. So if you want to make it to Diamond, what are you going to do? Set up healthy happy hours and bring people to Prosper Live. Okay? So over invite people. Here's our mantra for healthy happy hours. I'm going to tell you how it goes. Okay? You're going to excite, excite, excite. And then invite, 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 and over invite. And then confirm, 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 and pick them up if you have to. That's the number one way, right? If you can't get them, you pick them up. So you're getting paid to be an event promoter. Bring people to the events and you'll have people thrive on your team. Reach out to all your friends, your coworkers, people that you meet. Shonda and Lawrence are really amazing at doing this. They're 2-star crowns in our company. Wherever they go, what are you doing this Sunday? Because they have a very consistent healthy happy hour that without fail, they will have that healthy happy hour at their house on Sunday. So they can go anywhere and ask anyone, well, what do you happen to be doing on Sunday? And they can invite people to their healthy happy hours. And you never want to let people leave one event without letting them know when the next one is. So I'm letting you know that the next main one that you're not going to miss is one Thursday night for Prosper Live, and it's going to be at Pearl Country Club. And it's, if you haven't experienced it for yourself, you at least want to come and check it out to see who you need to be bringing there. But I would tell you, show up there with people who have done the transformation with you before. Let them take a look at the business. Also, be on the lookout for any salespeople that you come across. The guy who sells solar that comes to your door, hey, come on in. No. Your mortgage bankers, your realtors, your whatever your sales guys are, invite them to Prosper Live. Let them see what's happening. Okay? And then part of an important process during the month, oh, the other thing, well, of course, April 18th, that's the big one. That's like a, whatever is happening, you're gonna make sure, if that is a cornerstone to the foundation of you making $1 million, will you be there? Yes. Will you be there?
Yes. Yes.
Will you be there?
Yes.
Okay? Here's where we wanna be at this time of month in business planning sessions. We want to help people get to Diamond. We need to know in advance who is running, because we have 1 week left in this month. What do we do with that week? Run. Run! Because it leads us right into March. I want to share with you a mindset and a really important perspective. Again, if we go back to what is the mission? Is it to enroll people? No. Do I care about those 400 points? I care more about the 4,000 points, right? So, if you want to help somebody get started right, do you wait until the first? If you're ready for Diamond, do you wait until the first to enroll those people, or do you enroll them now?
Now.
Great. I'm so happy to hear that answer, because why? They need time to finish their transformation. And when they're finished with their transformation, other people will be inspired. So we need people to be inspired sooner rather than later. So if you want to make Diamond in March, you're prepping for it right now. The people you're enrolling today are going to create that foundation to have exponential growth. That's one of my other favorite phrases, and I want you to write that down, right next to solid residual income. And those words are exponential growth. Because today, do you have a bigger team than you had on the first of this month? So can you accomplish more in the last week than you did in the first week? Yes. Absolutely. That's the power of this expansive growth that you can have, this exponential growth. That's such an amazing concept to me, if you get it from a business perspective. So run, run, run. When people see the end of the month coming, something happens in our brains. We're like, oh, I'm not going to make the next rank. Okay, I can take a breather. But really, we're going for the big rank next month. And if we're going for the big rank next month, we got to do something significant right now. And this is something that people like to talk about, is that, you know, the end of the month is simply a marker in time. We're building an empire for residual income to retire, right?
Yes.
So that means that you're building to something big in the long term. This is not a sprint, this is a marathon. And so when we get to the end of the month, it's simply a marker in the road. You know, as we're passing by, we see that mile marker on the side. It just tells us where we're at in the stream of time and where things are in terms of rank and things like that. But what we need to see is that whatever we do this month can springboard us forward. And we never want to turn off our car at the intersection or at the stoplight or at a mile marker. So we don't want to stop, because guess what? That creates a cycle. Whenever we stop, we know further ahead there's going to be a little break in our momentum. So if you want consistent growth and consistent momentum, you're going to be very consistent with attending events and enrolling people and training people and everything that you do. The more consistent you can be, the more consistent your growth is going to be. You guys want that?
Yes.
So what are we going to do at the last week of the month? Run! Not just run. Run! Okay. So here's our business planning session. I want to show you an example of a calendar, because you can start planning your March now. You guys know that, right?
Yeah.
So let's start planning for what March is going to look like. So this is a calendar that shows a breakdown of the daily amount that you need. Is anyone going for crown? March crowns? Right on. So you can use this as a sample, as an example of how you can break down. So what you're going to do is write this. At the top of your page, get a blank page. And I want you to write what your rank is going to be for next month, for March. And I want you to write it like this: I am blank. Whatever your rank is. I am diamond. I am crown. Write that number down, and then write that rank down, but also put the number next to it of what you need for your volume to reach your rank. So if you're diamond, you're going to write down 15,000 points. And then how many days do we have in March?
31.
So divide your number by 31. And whatever your daily goal is, you're going to write that on the first of the month. And then you're going to double that. You're going to add on 1 day's volume. so that you know where you should be at the end of the second day. So in this example, we had 5,000 points a day. So by the second, I need 10,000. By the third, I need 15,000. By the fourth, I need 20,000. So you're gonna write down how many points you need at the end of that day for each day. You're also gonna go back and write down how many points you actually have. And at certain points during the month, I would say around the 7th, the 14th, and the 21st, you're gonna do what I call recasting. So on the 7th, you're gonna say, I need 15,000 points and I have this many. So you're gonna minus how many points you have on the 7th, and whatever is left, you're gonna divide by the remaining days. So you're gonna keep recasting to say, do I need more points? Am I earning more points than I need? Where am I at? And just to continue checking your gauges throughout the month. As part of this process, you're really gonna start to identify your leaders as well. You're gonna have a list of your leaders who you're working with. Know who you're working with and who your legs are gonna be. If you're gonna be diamond, who are your 3 consultants? You need to have 3 consultant legs to make it to diamond. So know who your leaders are and who you're working with, who your potentials are. This is an example of an actual crown month. So the goal is 150,000 points to make it to crown. So you can see every day, reworked, midday check. Because when you're running for a rank, I want you to get the mindset, okay? When you are running for a rank, is it a once a week kind of checkup? Is it a, every other day? No, it's constant. That's why you need the extra battery pack, because you're like in there, refresh. There's the points coming in. Okay, I just talked to that person. Who else do I gotta talk to? Who's my old customers? When you're running for rank, you're gonna run through the tape. You're gonna check every single customer you ever enrolled, talked to, got any kind of product. This is the time to reconnect. When you're running, really have that mindset on what can I do? What am I gonna do? What steps can I take? Who can I get? Who can I help? Who am I gonna advance? And really, that's what this calendar is a result of, is multiple checks throughout the day to make sure that everything is on track. And then 158,000 points at the end. So here's what's necessary. Take action. Coming here is a good step. Coming here is part of what's necessary. It's what you do every single day that counts. The consistency is what matters. So I'm going to give you this question to write down, and this can be a life-changing question when you use it. It's simply, what can I do? So we don't talk about the what I can't do. We spend a lot of time and energy saying, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough research. I don't have someone to watch the kids. There's a million things that can get in the way. And right now we're in the process of trying to change our reality, right? We live in a certain reality, in a certain life, in a certain groove in the road. We have a pattern, right? And we want to get out of those grooves in the road. You know what those are called? Ruts. We've worn the ruts in the road, and when we want to get out, we have to do something different than what we've been doing. And it takes action, and it takes practice, and it takes constant using of those new muscles to stay out of the ruts. You gotta get wider wheels, okay? You gotta grow, get outside your comfort zone, and take consistent action, even if they're small. Part of that exercise, mastermind calls. Be the first to volunteer. Whenever something comes up, don't live in fear, volunteer. Be first. You want to run at the front of the pack, you want to make it to somewhere you've never made it before, you can do it. You got to push yourself to take action. Doing something is what matters. Thinking about it doesn't count. Here's what you can do. Make an unyielding commitment to yourself, to your dreams, to your family, to your mission. What does that mean, an unyielding commitment? We really want you to soak that in and figure out what that really means. And like Arna had talked about, when your why is big enough, the how comes. When you make that unyielding commitment, that no matter what, you're gonna be there because it's what it takes to change your reality. It's easy to get let other things get in the way. I want you to have that mindset where we talked about the matrix a little bit and about we were happy when we got that job. We're happy that our boss tells us what to do, and we work so hard for those jobs and for those bosses and for those other people's dreams. We work so hard for other people's dreams. We will sacrifice any birthdays for ourselves, for our family. We will sacrifice any sports activities for ourselves or for our kids. We will sacrifice anything and everything because we're supposed to be there at our job. And when it comes to changing our reality to get something bigger and better and more abundant for ourselves and our family, we're like, oh, how did that happen? It's time to grab back some of that passion and abundance for ourselves and not for somebody else's dream. So make an unyielding commitment, more than what you do for somebody else. Not even as much as, but I want you to exceed what you've committed to someone else's dream for you, because you deserve it. You're earning it. You're making the change. You're making the decision. Make an unyielding commitment. It takes action. Make an unyielding commitment. Build. You need to build an unshakable belief in our profession, network marketing, in our company, Purium, in our products, the 10-day transformation, in our team, Team We, in our system, the Fast Start game plan, and in yourself. If you are even just a hair shy on any single one of these things, again, I'm going to ask you, are you willing to be a millionaire? It takes effort. It takes action. It takes doing something to build. Right? So when I say build unshakable belief, what does that mean? It means reading people's stories who have been successful. It means connecting with people who have done what you want to do. It means really tying in to what it means to be successful and to really understand what we have in our hands. When you have unshakable belief, it comes out as absolute conviction. When you have absolute conviction, there is no room for doubt. There's no room for doubt. Would it surprise you to know that when I'm on the road, in the plane, meeting people, wherever I may be, that nobody has ever mocked me, questioned me about being in network marketing? Not even raised an eyebrow. Would it surprise you to hear that? Yes. Some of you may be surprised. I heard a yes out there, and yet nobody has even blinked an eye, simply for the fact of my unshakable belief in what it is that we have and what we do. Absolute conviction. You need to build unshakable belief. And then you need to cultivate. Again, work is involved, action is involved. You need to cultivate an unstoppable, positive attitude. Are you willing?
Yes.
Yes.
Woo! I'm hearing unstoppable here. Let's see. Do you have an unstoppable, positive attitude?
Yes.
Okay, what does that mean? I really want you to write that one down. Unstoppable, positive attitude. When things come up, when things go wrong, when things are not the way you want them to be, what is our reaction? This is where it takes effort. It takes real effort. We live in a society that teaches us to look for the negative. Our jobs require us to look for the negative. Our muscles for the negative are so huge. And now we want something different. And again, it comes down to that perspective, right? About negativity and positivity. They both exist. You know, photography, we talked a lot about photography, right? Positive and negative both exist in the same space. It's how we choose to view it. Perspective is important. Perspective can change what you think. When you change what you think, you change how you feel. When you change how you feel, it changes what you do. And when you change what you do, you will change what you have. You get the results that you want. When you look for the positive, guess what you're going to have? Positive. Who wants more positive? So we need to cultivate that unstoppable positive attitude to get what we want and to help others get what they want. here's what you're gonna do. You're not gonna just start. You're not gonna just help somebody start. You're going to launch. And what does that mean when you launch? That means monumental effort. It means there's something beyond normal that's required. Have you ever watched the space shuttle take off? What's required for that space shuttle to get off the ground? A tremendous amount of effort is burned at the beginning. But once it's up there in space, does it take a lot? It takes adjustments, it takes guidance, but the hard work was done. Getting off the ground is the hard part. So don't just start, launch. If you're relaunching, get on another cleanse. Go public again. If there's any part where you feel like you're having a little trouble, all you're gonna do is go back to the fast start game plan. That's all you're gonna do. There's something missing in there if you haven't gone public in a while. Maybe you haven't been asking the magic question a lot. Maybe there's more tools that you need to incorporate. Maybe it's the follow-up and getting people enrolled and started right. It always is gonna go back to the fast start game plan. So if you wanna relaunch, if you want to restart, have a fresh slate, start from ground zero. Relaunch your business by getting yourself on a new cleanse. Let everyone know what you're doing. Go public. Brand yourself. This is effort again. You're going to start dripping on your wall. If you're not part of Facebook on a regular basis, you're going to start to incorporate. And again, it's dripping and it's having conversations with other people. I can talk to Brandy as if nobody else in the world exists and people will still see what we're doing. But I don't have to put my whole Facebook on blast. However, for me personally, I'm branded as Purium. People know what to expect. That's simply what the brand is do people know what to expect? When I go to your wall, I'm gonna see kittens and lunch, you know? And then all of a sudden there's Purium every single day, 10 times a day, and I'm like, what the heck is going on over there? Something is off. But if you start changing and you start incorporating it, maybe it's 1 in every 5 posts, and you start making that transition, you start to brand yourself. So I'm well branded. People know exactly what to expect when they come to my wall. And it's in everything that you do, where you go, how you travel, what you have with you. People just know what you're gonna have, what you're gonna be about, what you're gonna talk about, what's going on with you. So brand yourself, and then have your healthy happy hours. I can't even stress this enough, especially for people that you're reaching out to that aren't with you. You're gonna wanna show them, I do healthy happy hours so that I can have people doing this with me. Because that's what happens sometimes is you get somebody far away and they're by themselves and they don't do the healthy happy hour. And guess what? Nobody around them is doing it. And so they're just like, okay, even though it was amazing, they kind of fall off. They need people doing it with them. You need that circle of support around you. They can get that, and they can have exponential growth by having healthy happy hours. You want to make connections. You're going to become a great connector. Wherever you go, whatever you do, being able to talk story with people is going to be one of those skills that you cultivate. Just small talk. Hey, you're on Facebook? That's easy. Again, making connections, finding a creative way to stay in touch. And then you want to plug into all of our team calls, our business calls. There's so many ways to stay connected to our team and to what we do, because it's a reminder of what we have and why you're doing this. You're in your current reality all day long. You're exercising the muscles that we are trying to move away from all day long. And there's just the 10 hours we're asking for income producing activities. So to keep yourself firmly planted and thriving, make sure to plug into every event. These are your business meetings. Your company is going to grow because of them. So here's where I want to end today. I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you to write down 5 things. 5 things that you took away from today that you're going to take action on tonight, before you go to sleep, before you end the day. 5 things that you can do and take action on. What can I do? I talked on Thursday, for those of you who were there, about what's to come and the timing that we have. It's so incredible that you are here at this time with us. That you're here, that you found your way here through whoever you know, whatever your circumstances was, somehow you ended up here now. And that is amazing. And I hope you really have gratitude for that and really appreciate the tools that you have to share this with others. Because we don't want to just get out. We want to break out together. Anybody who wants it. This is where we go back to the matrix. Who is ready to be a freedom fighter? Here's what it is, right? Those guys that are unplugged from the matrix, they're in for a little bit of a rude awakening a little bit, yeah? And they have to wear clothes that is not too hot too, but that's okay. You have some people that are not ready to be unplugged from the matrix, like that guy Cypher, right? He's like, just plug me back in, make me think I'm eating steak, even though I really know I'm not eating steak, but just make me think I am. And there are people like that, and they can go forth and they're happy with that. There are those of us who don't want any part of that. We want to create our own reality. And it takes effort. They don't call it freedom lounger. Freedom fighter means there's something involved. There's a passion for doing it. If you have a passion for what we do, if you have a passion for our mission, if you have a passion for your family and what you can accomplish through what we have, you come to the right place with the right people at the right time. And something huge is about to happen. That momentum that we haven't even experienced. We've had great success and we have to celebrate what we've had so far, and yet it's just a glimmer of what's to come. And I want each of you to be part of it. I want us to come back just like how Geraldine and I started the conversation today, saying, we met in this room. We met in this room before she even joined the business. And she's a 4-star Crown, second top income earner in the nation. I want us to have that conversation, to say, I remember being at your Crown University. I remember being there, and I remember that day was the day I decided to change my life. So I challenge you to make that unyielding commitment, to be at every business meeting that you need to sacrifice what you need to sacrifice to get what you want to achieve. Thank you for being here today. You guys were tremendous. I want to invite you to meet all of the crowns before you leave. Also, just to give you a little heads up that I do have, for those of you who need Prosper magazines and for your career books, we do have some for sale.
And just really quickly, I want to give it up again for our fearless, awesome warrior leader, Tracie Fujikane, who's done an outstanding job. We are so blessed to have her here with us, you guys. And I think it would be really appropriate to do a team wing photo, don't you guys think? Yeah, we're going to do a selfie and we'll get that into the Purium email for Tuesday night. So please do not go running out the door unless you have to. But I'm going to have everybody just kind of pile up in the center right up in here.
And thank you again to Greg
Thank you to Chris Blake for taking the selfie. Yes, the selfie stick. And you guys, this event rocks because of this man behind the Mac here, Greg Gabailo. You guys, give it up for